So many of us are looking at building tech companies or startup, and once you hear tech companies or startups, we usually think of software. Although one of the key thing why it's startup or tech companies, because once you build a software, it allows you to reach millions, thousands of people, probably, but mostly to reach a large number of people, not just within your location, but across your location across the world. But here's one thing with this software, all these mobile apps and web apps. They are not. It's stressful. Building like a really, really robust software is stressful and expensive. And I think these guys building this stuff, they don't really talk much about it in detail. Like those guys are really, really trying. Like building a good software is not easy. Maintaining Building a good software is not easy and it's expensive. Maintaining maintaining a good software maintaining a good software is not easy and it's not cheap in any way. So why it's funny is because we thought that we might not really understand what's going on behind apps like WhatsApp, YouTube, all these mobile apps all these bank apps and many of these fintech like OP, BankPay, Money Point. You might not understand what those guys are really doing. It's not really easy. And honestly, those guys are trying, and most of these technical guys, they don't really talk of these things in detail for us to understand it. That we just be like, yeah, let's just jump and build our own mobile apps and all of that. Yeah, building the basic version is not that hard. You can put it together, but building a really robust, scalable software that hits thousands or millions of people, and there's a lot of things involved. There's a lot of things. Honestly, it all depends. Also, if you're outsourcing your software to agencies or companies or individuals, you might not know the details. But if you're building some of these things internally for the long-term growth, by building the team internally and long-term growth, for it to be affordable because you're building in-house, there's a lot of moving components in building that software. So it's not just building a name and say, oh, we are building a mobile app. Like, are you building like a real good software or a really good mobile app that can be used by hundreds, thousands, and millions of people? It's not really that easy, and it's not that cheap also. However, what I would say is that have your minimum viable product. Like, what are the basic things you need to start with? I think it's going to kickstart. Like, you should be able to start from there by having like a cheaper way of starting, learning, and also building as your budget, or as you have more capital in for revenue for you to keep scaling. I think that's just the best approach, using the MVP instead of you thinking of the 10-year mobile app vision and trying to build everything. You get overwhelmed there. So yeah, jump into the MVP and start from there.